Hi guys, my name is Marcella. Welcome to my channel, My Fonseca. Right now I'm gonna react to The Boys Season 2, Episode 6. Very excited to watch. Hope you guys enjoy my reaction. Since I was sick last week and the week before, I know my schedule is a little bit confused right now because I had a few episodes that was already recorded while I was sick, and there was also that I didn't. So considering today is Tuesday and tomorrow is supposed to be Friday with a new episode of The Boys, and I'm trying to keep up with the schedule there. I'm recording this right now, and I'm planning on posting 2 episodes from Last Kingdom next week, 2 episodes of Lucifer, to make it up for the fact that this week probably I won't be able to edit those because I'm still finishing with The Boys and That Note. And I hope you guys understand that and don't be mad with me. I'm trying my best, and I hope to get back to my normal schedule. And I hope you guys enjoy that too, and enjoy this reaction. And let's just start right now with The Boys.
I don't think this is a good idea.
Stormfront knows I leaked the V.
Yeah, but she hasn't come after you.
Yeah, but that makes it so much worse. That means that she has some fucked up plan for me.
That is true.
I need this trip out now.
It's like you can't even do your job anymore.
Oh my god.
Just one
Oh my god, stop shooting there. Oh my god, that's so awkward. Jesus. She helped rescue you. Oh, I love them.
Oh, they're close to a breakthrough at the Sage Grove Center. It's a psychiatric hospital in Pennsylvania.
And they found this. I mean, I'm not sure it still even works, but...
Is it about the airplane?
Hey,
I feel like A-Train's gonna turn to the good guy's side.
no, never mind. Forget I even said anything.
I have to stop by Vought Tower, see my social guys.
No. Come on, blow them off. Come.
I will be back in 20 minutes.
If you shoot her, I swear to God.
Here.
He's just being rude for no reason. Like, seriously?
What is your problem with me?
I ain't got no problem with you, love.
It's not her fault she's a
That's why you won't
soup.
even touch my hand. You're just a bigot and a bully. I know another guy just like that. He's got a flag for a cape.
Stop.
Ooh. Fuck.
Oh, fuck me.
I am so nervous right now. Oh my god. They have a bunch of soups there. Can she see them? Isn't she, right? I'm sure she can. Sorry, you're a bad guy, right? Jesus.
Lamplighter. That's fucking Lamplighter.
Wait, what? Oh my god. Jesus. Oh my god. They got somebody out.
Hey,
Yeah, it's a girl, like I was saying. She is probably dangerous because he's afraid.
let's be cool.
Oh my god. That made me think of 11 from Stranger Things.
There's a whole army of soups on the other side of that door that want to tear you apart, right?
Now we are getting the army that I was talking on the other episode. Oh! Ugh, is that acid? Jesus! I was thinking that the army of soups was gonna be a good thing.
Come on.
Probably it isn't.
Pick up, damn you.
Oh, what are you doing? Damn. What? You didn't even, oh my god, they're just killing the people with powers and they don't know if they're good or not.
You all right?
Do not die. Oh my God.
Huey!
I went to the tower, and you weren't there.
Caught you
No
lying.
one had seen you.
Man, fuck you, man.
I can help.
I can get you back in. But first,
Yeah, but what do you want to do that?
You're going to tell us every single thing you see and hear at the tower.
especially when it comes to Homelander.
So he was there inside man? Or they're like blackmailing him right now?
Don't let him out of your sight.
Oui, maman.
Oh, and then he went and buried the children. Pretty sure they were trying to blackmail him.
Put it down!
Oh my God. Did she kill him? Please don't kill him.
You murdered innocent children. Shut the You watched them burned alive, crying for their mama. If that's not an animal, then what is, huh? I didn't know!
Oh my God. Really?
I didn't know that you were gonna be in that bed. He was supposed to be your boss.
Oh. That guilt must be awful.
Sherry, this is...
He's dying.
What?
Jay, he's ODing. I don't know what he took.
Take him to the hospital.
Oh, he left.
Please, stay with them.
So the friend died too?
Maybe once I would have cried over him, but now he was just another person in our way.
No, they're not trying to make soups here. These people are test subjects. They're trying to stabilize the beat.
So this guy's gonna end up being kind of good?
Handle it best. But adults, I mean, you saw what happens. Sometimes you get power, sometimes you get a freak, sometimes you just explode.
Everybody's gonna admit guilt right now.
Best friend OD'd, and I left to save him that night. Why I didn't stop you?
After all these years, man, we would have let you off the hook.
What makes you think I want to be let off the hook?
Makes me feel like crying. This show is so sad sometimes and difficult to watch. Jesus.
Was that?
Yeah.
That's his fucking dick.
Don't be so close-minded.
I get why this girl was revenge on everybody that being experiment on them. Gonna blow up right now? Jesus.
Dr. Carlton got the propofol dose wrong. Again. So Cindy got loose. Freed some of the others. I'm sure some of them got out before lockdown.
Where's Dr. Carlton?
He's in the cafeteria.
Damn, he just saved
hallway,
them.
and
Fucking man, what's all I'm saying?
Look at them bonding over Huey.
But he really just never gives up on you, does he?
Is she gonna see about the camera and break up with Maeve or something? Yeah, it was about the plane.
I leave you.
She doesn't want you to leave her alone?
do it. You'd be doing me a favor. Do it.
Madame, please. Besides you, no one wanted him dead more than me, but I am begging you for his life. You cannot punish him as much as he punishes himself.
Damn.
Your grandmother.
My daughter. Chloe, she died of Alzheimer's a few years ago.
How old are you?
I was born in 1919.
Damn.
In Berlin.
So you with
Heinrich Himmler.
Okay, so she really is a Nazi, like from the actual
your father?
time. Oh, it's Walt.
He gave me the first successful V injection. We are in a war for the culture. The other races are grinding us down and taking what is rightfully ours, but we can fight back. With an army of supermen, millions strong.
So that's the idea that she has. How are we gonna fight these people, for the love of God? Oh, she got out. She can convince people with her mind. What a episode. So we're gonna have the original idea was an army of Nazis. We are screwed, because damn, that's gonna make a lot of damage in the world. This episode had so much stuff, like I could barely keep up. Like I was so entertained during this entire thing. One thing I really like about the boys, they make me cry, they make me get shocked, they make me laugh. Like at first, you guys probably don't know this, but at first I did not want to watch the boys. Like around the time the trailer came out, I think I saw a few scenes from the trailer. I was like, this is gonna be too brutal, too cruel, too difficult to watch. I don't want to watch that. And then my boyfriend watched the entire first season, and he was like, you're gonna like the show. There is some scenes that are very hard to watch, but you're gonna like the show. And he kind of convinced me to watch it. And then I really fell in love with the story. I really like the story. And I like how creative it is, how sometimes too shocking for me to watch, but I do enjoy it. Do ended up enjoying the show despite of those things. I feel like I build up my tolerance to some of those things that they are doing. That something that like 2 years ago I would not be able to watch, and now I watch it. I like how creative they are. I like how they're going with things. It's not always black and white, and I'm maybe a little more black and white person than on TV. I see a lot of gray stuff on the shows, and a lot of things that I would on real life I would be like totally against it. But on the shows I kind of watch, and I don't mind that much with the killings and stuff. I feel like it's kind of justified, some of the things. But like the show, it shocks me a lot of times, but like I felt really bad once the guy talked about how he didn't know that the kids were there. Because if I was Mallory, I would hate him with all my guts. I would probably want revenge. But it's not so black and white. And seeing how guilty he feels, for me as someone that's watching the show, I felt bad for him. And I also felt bad for Frenchie for that. Because for a minute there, I thought maybe Frenchie had done something really bad. I was like, why would Frenchie not stop that? And then when he explained about his friend, I was like, oh, now I see what led to that situation. And I ended up feeling bad for both of them. I still feel like I want Frenchie and Kimiko to get together. I'm a very romantic person, so you guys know how I kind of get shipping people. But I like pretty much the heart-to-heart that they had on the episode. I really shipped Annie with Huey on that scene that she was talking to Butcher about him. I thought that was kind of adorable. Like, I don't like all the killings that happened on this episode. Like, I felt like they were just killing everybody, trying to get rid of that, get away from that, okay. But, like, I felt like you didn't know if some of the people were good or bad, so I didn't want them to kill them for that reason. I didn't really like the fact that Starlight kill that guy of the car. I get that she was trying to save Huey, but I wish it didn't got to that. And when she didn't feel bad about it, I understood her reasoning, but it surprised me a little bit. I didn't really mention that, but it surprised me a little bit because she's getting more and more in the gray area, and I always took her for somebody that's always good. On Maeve's situation that we had with Elena, I felt like that was a deal breaker for Elena. And I remember when I was watching that situation with Maeve, I felt like she was so terrified of Homelander that she ended up not saving everybody, but I felt bad for her for the reason that I felt like she really wanted to save all of them and she couldn't. So it sucks because I'm not someone to judge people. I try not to judge people so much, and to be thinking about all those reasons to be like, what this person did is good, what this person did is bad, it's very confusing to me. There is some things that you watch there and you're like, oh, 100% that this is bad, I'm judging the person for that. But when there is so much gray area, like on this show, I get very like, I don't know how to feel, because I ended up feeling a whole bunch of things. Like for A-Train, I was like, at the season 1, I was like, A-Train is one of the bad guys for sure. And then he kills his girlfriend. I was like, he's a totally bad guy. And then we have more of this season, getting to know him more, and I don't feel for him what I felt on season 1. I don't feel like he's a total bad guy. I feel like maybe he might have a redemption story. Yes, he did a really bad thing, he did, but I feel like he has a redemption story. And some of the killers on the show, there's some stuff that when it was like on Butcher, maybe when he was like killing some people for trying to get Becca back, I didn't really mind that. And then when you do something that you kind of kill them for no reason, I was like, don't do that. You know, like I feel really bad. Like when this hatred that he has towards Soups, I really don't like that. So when he went to doing like he was gonna shoot Annie, I got so pissed about that, because like, do not do that. Annie's a good person and she's trying to help you and help everyone. And there was so many things on this episode, like the whole Homelander and Stormfront. I didn't expect her to tell the truth to him. She's an awful person, but I felt like she was actually being true to him about the fact that she kind of likes him because he kind of represents all the bad stuff that she appreciates, you know? I didn't expect her to be an actual Nazi. Like, I knew she was very prejudiced, she was racist, and she was a killer and all of that, but I didn't expect her to actually be born at that time and to be involved on those things. That was kind of shocking to me. And that just made me think, like, if what they are trying to do is just put people with superpowers, people that are white, put all of them with superpowers to see if all of them get to be racist. I was like, we are screwed, because the Nazis, they did an awful thing to the world. Like the level of destruction and everything they did is awful. And I'm bad in history, but even I know that. So I'm bad in like time periods and stuff like that to know what happened, and I get a little bit confused about places and names, but even I know that. So to have that and have them, only them being superpowered, that would be awful, because like, how do you beat that? You know, so I was very shocked about that, because that was the possibility that came to my mind. Like, how are we gonna fight that if all the bad people get superpowers and the good people don't have it? Like, how do we win? So that got me scared. That got me really, really scared. Something else, I feel like the Lamplighter, it was a very interesting character to be built. Like, for me, he was gonna be awful, and all we knew about him was awful. But this episode made me kind of sympathize with him a little bit. I don't like the fact that he was there not torturing, like he was there killing a bunch of people burning. I don't know what the thought has over him to have him doing that. Maybe it's just the fear that he doesn't want to die himself, or maybe he was really bad because considering that Mallory had something to hold against him, maybe he was really bad. I don't know at what level he was supposed to be bad, but I like the fact that he didn't kill the guys, like he didn't turn them into Stormfront, didn't sell them in. I don't think sell them in is the word that I'm looking for. Maybe it's turn them in. Sorry for my bad English. Sometimes things do not come out as I'm planning to do. They don't come out in Portuguese, let alone English. But I ended up kind of liking him in some bits. Like I'm kind of rooting for him to get good and help them. This other girl that they introduced on this episode, I felt like all her powers kind of remind me a little bit of Elle from Stranger Things. Maybe it was just at first when I saw the bald hair, but then they started showing a little bit more of her powers, and it totally came to my mind her as Elle, like an older version of Elle. And I feel like maybe she is gonna be good. Like, I don't know, she killed a bunch of people that were keeping her prisoner, but they were keeping her prisoner and making experiments on her, so I'm not really judging her for that. I don't know if she's gonna go to the good guy side, which is very Grace most of the time, but I'm hoping that she will go to the good guy side, because we don't really need more soups that are bad for us to defeat, because Stormfront and Homelander are very, very hard and to kill. Also, we had on this episode Annie taking out her tracker. I really like that, but I feel like on this episode they kept asking, where is Annie, where is Annie? So I feel like next episode they're gonna find out that she's now with Vought and gonna get her somehow and make her prisoner, or take her from the Seven, or try to kill her. I feel something like that's gonna happen. I don't like the fact, I think I said about, I don't like the fact that Butcher is very against soups. Like, he doesn't see them for them being good or bad. He just see them for, like Annie was saying, he just see them for what they have on their blood. And like you see, most of the time, they didn't ask for that. It's not their fault that happened to them. So you shouldn't hold that against them. You should hold against them what they do, if it's good or bad. Oh, about the Deep and A-Train going to the cult, I would not join. Like, I'm very suspicious about those things, and I know they probably have a lot of power and they are trying to take over maybe for Vought or something, because they're like, we have a way to get you back. But I'm very suspicious of that, and I don't really like shady things, so I feel like they are very shady. So I wouldn't put my trust on them, or my life decisions, because you don't know if they're good or not, and if you can't see that, why would you risk it? So I would rather not do that, but that's just me. When they were at the beginning of the episode, that they keep having that scene from Stormfront touching Homelander, what they were kind of wanted to kill the guy, I was like, Jesus, stop showing me that. I felt so awkward watching that. Like, I was like, oh my god, stop, you're embarrassing me. And I don't know if I got red or not, because I have a little bit of makeup on, so it's harder to see. But usually I get so red when I'm awkward. So then, considering that was make me feel very awkward. If I'm red as a tomato, don't mind that. It's just my normal, natural response to things that embarrass me. And I was like, Jesus, do not do that, because I don't want to see her touching him, and I don't want to see them doing that as a foreplay to killing the guy, and then they kill him. It was like, on his head. I was like, damn. And this episode had a lot of heads exploding and stuff. But I felt like every moment of this episode was important, you know? So important. And we had so much character development that I don't know how I'm gonna edit. I have no idea how I'm gonna edit this, but I really enjoyed it. And this The Boys is a show that kind of won me over, where I was prepared to now watch it because I was like, this show's gonna be too hard for me because it's gonna have a lot of difficult scenes, and I usually like stuff, very light stuff, because we already have so much bad things on the world. So I usually try to keep my things light. But this show, just, I like superheroes, I like things with power, and I couldn't help liking the show, as it is like so good. So I keep watching it, and most of the time I have no idea if my reaction to it, or like my feelings to the episode when I'm watching, if they are right or wrong. That's how bad they make me feel on the show when they show so many things like that. But I really enjoyed this episode, really enjoyed the show. I hope you guys enjoy like my reaction. Don't judge me too much for feeling good for people that are bad most of the time, or they are having bad feelings. It's just, maybe I'm too quick to forgive people. That's a flaw. Like, it can be a good thing, but that's a flaw when you kind of forget all the bad things people do and just go for the positive, and always go to hoping for the best, because there's things that are really good for your life when you are always hoping for the best. And for people, I'm usually hoping for the best, but I know there are some really, really bad people in the world. So when they're really bad, there are some things you don't go back to. Like, there's some things I can't forgive. So when they are on that zone of I can't forgive that, for me, that's done. Like, you're a bad person. So if you die, I don't care. At least on this thing, like, if to consider, depending on what they did, like, there's no coming back to it for me. And I just don't know. I really enjoyed the show. I know, I'm from what I heard, I know the comics are probably even worse to watch than, like, to read in this case, than the show. I heard that the show is a little bit lighter than the comics, so I can't imagine how crazy that must be. But so far, like, I feel like the show is hard enough for me as it is to watch some of the things. So I hope you guys enjoyed my reaction, and I'll see you next time. Bye.